Here's a question for you. Why is so much of the copy that's on web pages so dreadfully boring?
Boring copy.
Why is
Boring advertising.
Why is everybody so boring?
Sign up for this white paper.
Yes, sign up for my white paper.
Okay, let's just like get something out in front.
Please.
Nobody signs up for white papers anymore. Nobody signs up for ebooks. Nobody signs up for these things anymore. Those are like tactics from I would say 5 years ago.
Join our newsletter.
Right.
Like, why?
Why would I join your newsletter?
I don't need another newsletter.
You see this a lot in the B2B space where they just don't spend the time to really invest in making it exciting. And sometimes it's hard. So if you're cybersecurity, how are you going to make that exciting?
Yeah.
But there are ways to do it. You ever see Dollar Shave Club, I think, is a great example of how to take marketing and make it exciting. And and I think that was really, their product is not innovative.
Right.
Right. It's not like we have this huge new concept of oh my gosh, you could get to your door a razor and soap for $1 a month.
Yeah.
It's their marketing that was so captivating. If you look at the videos, their copy, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
and it captures people.
They use humor. Humor is a great technique. It's the opposite of boring, and you see it a lot. Old Spice, you see Geico. Geico's commercials are hilarious. Dude.
They're awesome.
I don't care about the 15%. I just want to switch to Geico because I want to see more commercials.
You want more Gecko.
Yeah.
But yeah, so talk to us a little bit about how to make your marketing not boring. All right, let's keep it simple. Not boring marketing.
Yeah, and it's I think it's really one of the biggest kind of holy grail sins. And the funny thing is that even if I give the best tips right now, you're going to get pushback at the board, at the C level. There's just something
they're so used to that traditional hi, sign up for this company because we're good.
Yeah,
right? It's just there's this blandness.
But here's a few quick tips for you. Use weird words. If you use the word weird, this weird thing helped the cybersecurity professional do that. Just the word weird is weird. It jumps out in a headline. It has a little bit of personality. Really, you want to impart a little bit of personality. So humor is really good.
Humor is good.
Humor is good. Unusual words, humor. Give people a reason why. Don't just say join my newsletter. Say discover why 437,000 cybersecurity professionals read this daily.
Right. So you're giving them that end benefit in sight. Explain that to them up front, what you're going to get when you sign up for this.
Yeah.
Right? And I think this is super important because, as we move further into this digital era, obviously, where we're going down, where people are shifting more money from TV, putting it into digital spend, you see more marketers, more campaigns, more ads on the platforms. It's getting crowded. And if you're not able to stand out from the crowd, then you may as well not even start. You're not going to be able to sort of attract that right customer to pull them in, right? Because you're just going to get drowned out by everyone else's spending on these platforms.
Yeah, nothing bugs me as much as boring marketing. And it's very difficult. Obviously you don't say to a client, hey, this is a little bit boring. But even if you say something like, hey, let's spice this up a little bit, you'd be amazed at the amount of pushback that you get. And a lot of times I think larger organizations, they want to have consistency throughout the brand. So they don't want to just, do one landing page in one voice and then the others in the other. So maybe that's, if you're a larger company, maybe that's where to start is some brand guidelines in terms of messaging.
Get that buy-in from the board or for the CEO, whoever it is that might be pushing back, that more traditional, don't want to disturb. I want to keep everything simple, right?
Yeah. Because I guess boring is the safe way. Because one way to not be boring is to be controversial.
Right.
Start a fight.
I actually recently
call something out.
I recently
take a position.
There was someone who basically posted two videos on LinkedIn. One was extremely controversial. One wasn't. Extremely controversial, got 63,000 views, 230 something comments, and thousands and thousands of likes. The other one was 30 comments, 200. People like controversy. That's what news is all about.
Yeah.
You don't see people in the news, basically. You don't see the headline on CNN being today's a really nice day.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing great, right? You know, it's
The
basically
president attended all of his meetings
exactly
today,
like they
and
don't.
he was late for one of them.
They don't do that. They basically want to report on things that people are like. What are people excited about? People are excited about controversy. They're excited
Yeah.
about other people's failures.
Yeah.
They're just excited about like things that are not boring.
So here's what you do, basically. Well, if your CEO is such that he's cool and he's okay with not being boring, then that's great. You
Right.
can just get started. But go to one of your highest traffic web pages and just look over it and ask yourself, like, is this boring? And if the answer is yes, I'd fire up, Google Optimize or Optimizely or whatever, and basically just rewrite another version of it that's not so boring and test it, not necessarily for conversion, but for like engagement.
Or bounce
Like, are
rate.
more people reading
Right,
this?
right.
And if and the answer will be yes, because people, respond better to not boring copy than to boring copy. But then if your CEO is reluctant, you can take that data to him, and that shouldn't take very long. You can spin that up relatively quickly. Take that to him and say, hey, look what we've done. And then maybe that can lead to an exercise where you have certain approved messaging, because humor comes in different forms.
Right.
What types of humor can we use?
Yeah,
Is it
that's
just
where
like-
it goes back to those brand guidelines, like
Right.
what we do.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man.
All right, man. Good talk.
All right.
See ya.